Welcome to Pastor's Chat today. Well, we're looking at Psalm 63 today, and probably will for the next few days. The more I looked at this psalm, meditated on it, and thought about it and studied for this chat, the more excited I got about sharing the wonderful truths and blessings and comfort that we can find in this psalm. Someone titled this psalm, Knocked Down but Not Knocked Out. From the title, we find that it says it's the Psalm of David. So David wrote the psalm, but he tells us when. He wrote it when he was in the wilderness of Judah. Now it's obvious that he is a king at this time, so we believe, and that's in verse 11, but the king shall rejoice in God. Everyone who swears by him shall glory, but the mouth of those who speak lies shall be stopped. And so David was king. This is, we believe, when Absalom had brought up the rebellion against him. And with Ahithophel and Amasa, his nephew, they were turning the tide against him to take him off the throne and to also kill him if possible. I mean, it was a terrible time in the life of David. Not only just the fact that someone tried to dethrone him, it was his son. David gets knocked down here, but he does not get knocked out. That reminds us of that verse in 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verses 8 and 9. Someone translated it this way: we are hard pressed on all sides, but we are never frustrated. We are puzzled, but never in despair. We are persecuted, but never deserted. We may be knocked down, but we are never knocked out. Yes, David, it says from the psalm that he was in the wilderness of Judah. Now, Judah is to the east of Jerusalem, and it goes down into the arid desert. It goes along the Dead Sea. The wilderness of Judah is down by the Dead Sea. Did you ever realize that the Dead Sea is the lowest place on planet Earth? I mean, David must be at one of the lowest places in his life, mentally, emotionally, but I'm telling you, but not spiritually. Because I'm just remind you, if you take the hand of the Lord in the light, you don't have to look for it in the dark. And what God has showed you in the light, you don't need to doubt in the darkness. Because whenever the dark time comes, and they sure came for David again and again and again, he put his faith in the Lord that he already had in his mind and his heart and his soul. So what does he do in the wilderness? Well, he turns it into a worship experience. Now, he had already written a lot of psalms, a lot of hymns about this period of time, and you've gone through them with me, many of them starting all the way back in the beginning of the book of Psalms. David's writing about this time when he's fleeing from Absalom, his son, but he writes a new one now as he's in the wilderness, because he has his heart set on the Lord. Let's read a few of these verses. Oh God, you are my God. Early will I seek you. My soul thirsts for you. My flesh longs for you in a dry and thirsty land where there is no water. So I have looked for you in the sanctuary to see your power and your glory. Because your loving kindness is better than life, my lips shall praise you. Thus I will bless you while I live. I will lift up my hands in your name. My soul shall be satisfied as with marrow and fatness, and my mouth shall praise you with joyful lips. When I remember you on my bed, I meditate on you in the night watches, because you have been my help. Therefore, in the shadow of your wings, I will rejoice. My soul follows close behind you. Your right hand upholds me. But those who seek my life to destroy it shall go into the lower parts of the earth. They shall fall by the sword. They shall be a portion for jackals. But the king shall rejoice in God. Everyone who swears by him shall glory, but the mouth of those who speak lies shall be stopped. Knocked down, but not knocked out. David knew he had a God he could put his faith in, and his lips are praising and worshiping him. We'll be looking at this psalm the next few days, and you look at it, meditate on it, read it too, and let God use it in your life. God bless, and you have a wonderful, wonderful day.